A lot of people think that Quran memorization only happens like on a prayer mat with no distractions. But to be honest, I've memorized like a pretty decent portion of the Quran literally just everywhere, whether it's in my car, sometimes even at work or just doing whatever. And this is one of those goals where I think a lot of us wish that we did when we were younger, whether you were in like your teen years or something like that. But none of us were really like aware to it. Or also, if we were, we kind of thought of it as something that was like only done by a really select amount of people and that we wouldn't be able to do it. Like I remember thinking when I was younger, the only way to memorize Quran, you had to be like in the desert, or you had to be in some like intense like boot camp type school. Other than that, you're not gonna memorize, right? And that was just a obviously totally incorrect way of thinking. Because if you always think like that you need the perfect environment, you'll really just end up doing nothing with your life because none of us have any perfect environment. Literally, wherever you are, there's always going to be some kind of difficulty, not just for this goal, but just in general for any goal. There's never a perfect time to start. And just this mindset alone is probably why a lot of people who have the potential, have the ability to memorize huge portions of the Quran, or to honestly just do any big goal, might not do it just because they're waiting for that perfect time. They're thinking in their head, when I hit this age, then I'll start doing it. When I get this job, I'll start doing it. When I do this, I'll start doing this. When in reality, that time just will never come, and you don't even know. Maybe you could just die tomorrow. Even the situation I'm in, like right now to this day, is still not really the perfect time to memorize Quran. I still have a lot of things I have to do just in my day to day, and a lot of responsibilities that pop up. But even then, you still can't be making excuses like, "Oh, I can't memorize." Because if you're just a little bit wise about your time, you realize that you actually can memorize way more than you think. And when I adopted this like anywhere mindset, like no matter what, no matter whatever the situation is, I gotta at least try to memorize Quran. I can't just fall off this habit, like, or this journey entirely. Maybe my time might have to change. Maybe it goes from dedicating 2 hours to it every single day to if I'm really busy, it might just have to be 30 minutes or whatever. But you can't just totally fall off. And when you adopt as a mindset, it makes it so that even like when you get less busy, you're way more likely to make progress, right? Because if you've proven to yourself that you can do something when you're busy, the thing is when you don't get busy, you'll obviously be able to expand that and do even more of it, right? Because you can't predict anything that's going to pop up. SubhanAllah, things really just come out of nowhere sometimes. So your life will always just be kind of in this equilibrium. Sometimes you'll be busy, sometimes you'll not be busy, sometimes you'll be busy, and you won't even be able to foresee it. So this thing of like waiting till you're not busy or waiting until you have the perfect time to start, it just doesn't make sense at all. SubhanAllah, just by saying this, I realized something I memorized a while ago, which was I honestly forgot even what saw this in, but it's سيقول لك المخلفون من الأعراب شغلتنا أموالنا وأهلنا فاستغفر لنا. We've become busy with our families and our money. So tell other people to ask for forgiveness from us, right? And it's essentially a lot of people are doing this even right now. How many people do you know where they say, "Oh, I can't do that. I'm busy," or I'm busy with this. I'm busy with the job or whatever. I can't do that. This is exactly what people were saying all the way back then. So this is like the same way of thinking is honestly a really big problem. Like it's a huge problem. And I was in this for like the longest. And even sometimes now I can catch myself saying as you can see, so I couldn't memorize today. Things popped up that I was busy. Just because you're busy, the whole world is busy. I don't know anyone who's not busy. The whole world is busy, right? So that doesn't mean you can't memorize it. You can't dedicate or prioritize like bigger goals. And also a lot of times when people say they're busy, even I'm a victim of this as well. You might say you're busy and then you can see on your phone that you spend like 2 hours on some apps, or you just spend time, you're still spending time like on overusing the internet or scrolling your phone or something like that. When in reality, that time, you only really need like 1 to 2 hours a day consistently to make really good progress in your head. So I would say getting rid of this mindset, getting rid of this belief that just because you're doing other stuff that you can't memorize Quran and you can't pursue this as like a big goal, it's only going to serve you in the future. And even though you might be busy right now, you also got to think you also have like the most energy you might have in your entire life right now. So no one wants to grow older and be like, man, at that time I could have done so much. And instead I didn't maximize my capability. I didn't maximize my potential. I could have maybe completed the entire Quran, but I never got to it. That no one wants to live like that, right? So inshallah, that's why I would recommend to even if you don't think you have the perfect situation right now, to still hop on this path. And by the way, if you're looking to get onto this Quran journey, or you're already on it and you're just looking for some resources to make it smoother and easier, feel free to join our school community because as of right now, it's totally free. But inshallah, that video was a benefit, and assalamu alaikum.